Welcome to the video edition of Arts and Times, the Tri-County Arts Calendar. Each quarter, we highlight regional artists who work and exhibit in our area, as well as some of our must-see cultural and natural attractions. Myrna McGrath is a well-known and widely collected Eastern Shore artist. Landscapes, flowers, and birds populate her paintings. Her illustrated map prints are extremely popular.
In 1971, I started a business called the Gallery in my garage on Alvin Avenue here in Salisbury. We moved it eventually to Court Plaza and a business framing mostly, and I had art shows. It was doing well. And someone, Nancy Green, came in and asked if there was a map of the Eastern Shore. She was reading the book, The Chesapeake, and she wanted a map to hang on the wall so the kids could see all the areas that were in the book. Well, I looked, and there was an old map of Virginia, and I looked at different maps, and I found it very interesting. And so that put the idea in my head. And the first maps I did, the first 3 were black and white. I simply could not afford color printing. When then I tried the color printing, I didn't like it. It didn't have a look I wanted. It looked too slick. So I literally did the first 3 maps. The edition, maybe it was 700 of the first one, and painted most of them. And sold them black and white as well. Or I hand painted each one.
From this business experience, she has learned a philosophy of dedication and practicality. She also learned about craftsmanship and presentation.
It takes a lot of discipline and determination. I guess any job does. But you've got to be self-motivated. As a framer, I've seen beautiful paintings ruined by horrible framing. And I just want to cry. I mean, even the judge one time at the Art Institute was saying that this painting was ruined by the framing. The color of the mat and the frame chosen and the lack of care. She said the whole thing, the painting the framing is the whole thing, you know.
While the arts in this area have become more diverse, the artist community has not necessarily grown in size.
I first joined the Wacomico Art League. That was the big thing in town, was the Wacomico Art League. They had a Beaux Arts ball with the queen and king of the ball that filled the Civic Center. And we had art shows that more than filled that Civic Center. I mean, 500 entries easily. I would say that's been one of the greatest things, is the people you meet and friends you make, the other artists, the fellowship.
For Myrna, making art is a matter of balancing practical goals with inspiration and sometimes whimsy.
I do 2 different things. When I'm doing what I call the maps, and it's like I have to be in a process with that and do a product. And if I start to paint a landscape or seascape, well, I may start off to paint a marsh scene. I may change my mind, and just after the first few strokes, and it works into the seascape. I don't know where I'm going, or I just enjoy the journey, you know, with that. And that's the freedom of that is just wonderful. And then I have the tightness of doing this precise work, but it balances out. I don't have to do one or the other. I can tell when I sit down that I don't feel like sitting here drawing really tight work today, and I won't. I'll go do the other things. There's something that artist has put in them, of themselves. And it doesn't matter if they've painted a square box. It's not the subject matter, but when you feel that, you can kind of feel it, sort of, and that's, I think, what makes a good painting. The person that did this mountain lion painting told me one time, and it stuck with me, is let the paint paint. And so sometimes you have to relax and let the paint paint, and it's just, you let it take you, yeah.
Myrna's paintings and maps can be seen at the Ocean City Art League and the Worcester County Arts Council. Myrna also shows her work and gives classes at the Salisbury Art Institute and Gallery. You can purchase Myrna's prints through her website, myrnamcgrath.com. Thank you for watching this edition of Arts and Times. This Moonshell production was funded by the Worcester County Department of Tourism. Eat, Drink, Buy Art on Maryland's Eastern Shore. Visit eatdrinkbuyart.com to find out about 10 towns where great food goes with great art, all produced locally. You'll have a terrific time and take home a work of art you'll always treasure.